Fellow action figure collectors, don't waste your money going online, going to wrestlingsuperstore.co.uk and spending $14.99, $15.99, maybe $21.99 on a double pack in your favourite action figures, pro wrestling or MMA related. Don't waste your money spending that much on it. I'll tell you what you should do, especially if you're from England. You know what you should do? You should go to TK Maxx and you should spend £4. Look, I went all the way to Kilburn, and I love Kilburn, and I've not been in that area for a long time. Got the bus to Kilburn, got off, walked down the road. There was lots of people playing cards on the street, talking to themselves. A man with a skull on the back of his motorbike, all kinds of strange things. And I did it for one reason, because I wanted to get Chuck Liddell for £4, and I did not want to pay 15 quid online to get him. I'm telling you, TK Maxx, I wouldn't be seen dead in there, but now, if I can get these things on the cheap, then I'm going to go. I saw Ryback there for £4 too, so I mean, if you want to go down there, save some money, then do so. Anyways, let's get straight to the point about what I want to talk about. Subscribers, thank you for coming down. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking everything. Thank you. I can't thank you lot enough. And I want to talk about one thing that everyone seems to be talking about online when it comes to wrestling. Antonio Cesaro, and let's cut straight to the chase. Everyone has been talking about him in our community and about how good he is, which he is, the build that he has, which is phenomenal, the height that he has, which is perfect for the company. He has a lot of things going for him, but for some reason he's kind of lost in the shuffle and not over in the way that people would hope that he would be. And they brought him in as this ex-rugby player with Oksana, which, you know, it was alright introduction, and he kind of was just there. And then they started to push him more in the summer, won the US title, and then I'll tell you what, it did seem like things were coming along for him, and it seemed like he was making a bit of headway, and he was starting to get noticed, and they were emphasizing how strong and how powerful he was and how athletic he was as part of the Antonio Cesaro package. And it seemed like he was just one thing away from really connecting with the audience. And he did impressive things like the neutralizer on Carly, all these tremendous high spots in there that were kind of registering with fans and making him a highlight reel kind of performer. And it seemed like he was getting over in that way. But that actual emotional investment, it seemed like it was missing. And people talked about what it was that he needed and what they needed to do. Perhaps put him with Chris Hero, if, you know, make that tag team again. Just do something with him. I'll give him more promo time. And then WrestleMania was coming along, and it was rumoured that he was going to be in a match, in a ladder match. And then allegedly, if you believe it or not, it was pulled, and Cesaro was without a match at WrestleMania. And a lot of people talked about that and said they didn't like this. CM Punk even came out with a t-shirt with Cesaro on, and when he did his WrestleMania press conference, and actually brought that up, which was, I thought, quite cool. And again, it's a lot of talk, especially after Monday, because he's lost the US title, as to what they're going to do with him. Is he going to get lost in the shuffle? Is he going to get relegated and go down and down and down? Is there something they can do with him? Because this would be a real waste of talent. Guy is gifted. Guy could do very, very well in the company. And I believe, because I have seen Claudio Castagnoli when he was in Ring of Honor and Shakara and CZW, and I've seen him in this country. He actually wrestled about 15 minutes away from where I live, Southbury Leisure Centre, round that way. I've seen him in there. He does actually have a lot of charisma, and he does have a bit of a... He carries himself like a star, which is half the battle won. But there just seems to be something missing. And I think, number one, you need a sustained push. Number two, it's like a gimmick thing. Who is Antonio Cesaro, basically? And when he's coming out and he's doing his, no offense to Swiss people, his yodeling gimmick, which just looks silly and naff, and is almost making me think he's going to hit Santino levels, and not in a good way. It's like you kind of holding him back. Give him something, or put him with someone and push him hard and make him basically like the European version of Rick Rude. And I was thinking about it, and I was watching Raw, and I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. I think that the one thing he's missing is a manager. And Larry Sweeney, God rest his soul, obviously is not around to do that. But there is one person in that company right now who I think would be perfect for him, and I think it would be a good fit for him, and I think it would also help him get the rub because of who this person is aligned with outside of Cesaro. I think, personally, that Antonio Cesaro, if you want to make him the star that he needs to be and could be and has the potential to be, I think you should pair Antonio Cesaro up with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman would be perfect for Cesaro. Cesaro is a world-class in-ring performer. He just needs that one thing, and I think having Heyman as a mouthpiece would be tremendous. Heyman is not like a manager where he's going to deliberately try and overshadow the person that he's managing. He's going to put the shine on him. He's going to put the steam in him. And Heyman is over, and Heyman, in my opinion, is viewed as a top guy within the company. He manages CM Punk and he's with Brock Lesnar. And you kind of put him in that mix of guys that actually brings his stock up a bit more and gets him a bit more noted. And in a way, you already have an angle set up, even though it was unintentional, with CM Punk wearing the shirt and saying what he said. And now Paul Heyman can come out and court Cesaro, and then you can kind of go from there. And perhaps Paul Heyman would be the guy to bring him up there. Paul Heyman writes his own material, so we don't have to have silly stuff, in how you're going to market him. Heyman writes his own material. Heyman knows how to play to someone's strengths. Heyman has been successful as a manager before and knows how to get people over, and then they can really do well from after that. I just think, you know what, WWE, do it. Don't let this guy be a waste of talent. I think he's very gifted, very, very talented. Put Cesaro with Paul Heyman and CM Punk and Brock Lesnar. Put him in that mix of guys. I think you could really do something with that and really get him over from there onwards. I'm going to stop. Rushed video. Very, very quick. You let me know what you think about Antonio Cesaro. I know some people who will say, don't put him with Paul Heyman. Bring back Chris Hero or Cassius Ohno and make that tag team. Or perhaps people have other ideas, because I'm just thinking about those two. So if you've got any outside of the box ideas as to what to do with him, feel free to write them. Let me know what you think. I'm going to head out right now because I've got stuff to do. Guys, take care. Peace. Love you all. And subscribe if you haven't already. Take care.